All right, mono black devotion here. I think this hand's a good. This hand's a keeper. We have the play. We have 4 lands. We have the collective brutality on 2. Probably just pitching a land if we need a second mode. We have a removal spell as well. So all in all, pretty decent hand. Okay, let's go ahead and brutality. Just need to do this mode. Is it? Maybe there's maybe a world in which it's correct to save it, uh, so we can get value off of it. Since it looks like we, probably are gonna have extra hands. Oh, okay. Infect, huh? Well, our opponent is not gonna like how this works out for him. Well, actually, he is. This is gonna suck. I mean, we can get a spell skite with our gatekeeper, but then we're just gonna die. Guess we get the blossoming defense. I mean, the good news is that saving a mode on the collective brutality wouldn't have done anything. The bad news is we don't have a great clock, so we might just be very, very, very dead to his ink moth, which is unfortunate. I took the blossoming defense because I think we're just gonna have to find another removal spell. I don't even know what we don't even have much we can deal with it because it can't be go for the throated. So not ideal all around. Yep. All right. Well, we get the spell skite out of here. The problem is he can still the blossoming defense is just gonna wreck us so hard. There's just so little we can do about it as well. Well, the good news is he's not going to kill us, so I say that. I don't think he's going to kill us. He might. It's Infect. But we just have to, we can't do anything about it. We just have to tap out here, play our Kalitas, put down all the pressure we can, and next turn, Thoughtseize the other Blossoming Defense away, and hope to dismember the Ink Moth. All we can do. That's bad. We might be dead. In fact, he shocked himself there. Does not bode well. And he can pump it to a 5 with, well, he's not Might of Old Crossing it. So he can groundswell it to a 5. He doesn't have enough to kill us. Okay. Oh, we have a shot. So you can actually do this, huh? And save some life, for what that matters. So we just have to hope he only has the other blossoming defense to protect it. If he has more than that, we're dead. So if we're only doing 5 damage a turn too, that's the danger. Certainly dangerous here. So he's thinking about this. Say he were to spell pierce, that wouldn't matter. What the heck? I've never seen this, but it's terrifying. It kills us, doesn't it? You can't. If you play it during your main phase, I think we're dead. He activates, plays this, that puts it to a 5. Blossoming Defense protects it. If we take Blossoming Defense, he puts it to a 5. Oh, we can dismember before he enters combat. It's only on an attacking creature. Okay. Not dead. Make sure we stop in his turn here, though. Well, if he draws a blank and goes for it, we can win, I guess. I guess. I don't know. Huh. What a draw. Okay. All right, well. Just try to kill it. Can't Gore Clan Rampager it. Alright. Oh my gosh, is that enough? This might work. Oh my gosh, it's gonna work. Wow, I cannot believe we stole this game. That is pretty incredible, to be honest. Jeez. Yeah, you're dead, man. Well, that's why we took the Blossoming Defense early. That was nuts. Actually, the Kalidas value. I guess we didn't technically need it. He would have died either way, but man, I didn't expect to seal that game. All right. Problem is, a lot of these cards are still pretty bad against them. Don't need Damnations. Don't need Kalidas. Don't need that. Don't need the arenas are probably fine, given how bad everything else is. This deck needs more spot removal in the sideboard, I think. Hangerbacks are pretty bad. I don't mind keeping one, I suppose. Maybe it's just bad. Honestly, like I'm kind of considering like boarding out Hangerback. Yeah, boarding out both Hangerbacks here. I mean, maybe they're fine. Maybe they're actually better than like Kalidas. The life's not going to matter with Kalidas. The Hangerback, if we're actually able to just block and make him burn a pump spell on turn 2, then we get a flyer after that. That's one of our few outs that you can come off here. So, do I want an arena? Probs not. I kind of just want a surgical, like the ability to actually discard a blighted agent and then surgical it away or whatever might be better. And I kind of wish I could get more of them in here, but I don't think we want to cut anything else here because we do need some amount of obliterators and gray merchants because they represent a lot of power, or in gray merchants' case, just damage to them. So I think this is probably about as good as it's going to get in this matchup. This hand isn't, though. I can't mulligan this. It's got lands and spells. That's not bad. I mean, get this value going on. This is going to be the hardest problem for us is freaking ink moths. Let's see. I'm going to take the vines. Okay. I mean, he's got a Gore Clan. He's got a Spell Pierce. That's it. Not that our hand is great, but of course. Nice draw. Alright. Blighted Agent off the top's pretty rough. I'd like to draw like Collective Brutality or something here. Discard, pitch the Relentless Dead, try to kill a Blighted Agent, get it Spell Pierced. This card's dumb. Alright. We've been poisoned. It's official. Duress him. We can pay for Spell Pierce. Don't think we're going to be able to successfully race here, but we're certainly going to try. He's going to Spell Pierce it, huh? I'm going to pay. This 2 points we get at him is... I need to take Blossoming Defense away from him to actually theoretically leave us with some outs. Those outs are very thin, but they're non-existent if he has Blossoming Defense. It's interesting to decide to Spell Pierce that too. Okay. That's fine. We don't get it back. No, we have a second one to get it back later. More concerned about just dying. Yep. So you got a Gore Clan that we know about, and I guess one unknown. Right, well, we're Relentless Dead here. He's dealt himself a bunch of damage. We're only at 3 Infect. Maybe we'll rip. Maybe we'll play Gray Merchant and play another Gray Merchant or something. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the blocks. The most damaging thing about that card is it's a blocker. Ooh. Now we're talking. I think I have to play this. He can't really cast a bunch of spells now. Now we're on a very short clock, but we can at least drain him for 4 next turn. It's not ideal. I mean, there are worse. Alright, well, hit him for 4. He's down to 9, so our next attack would get in 2, put him at 7, and if we draw another Grey Merchant, we kill him. He is winning the race, barely. Especially when we draw that. I guess I shouldn't F6 in case he dismembers. We kill him in 4 turns, he kills us in 3 more, so we're going to have to draw something. I feel like we have so many better outs and draws than he does, though. Like that. That's a very good one. I'd like to make you sacrifice a guy. Well, he's obviously, I think, got to throw away his spell guy, take 4, and try to kill us next turn. Yep. I wonder if we'd attacked, put him at 5. No, we couldn't have done it. I say we could make this is a weird line where we sack our own guy or something, and we get a draw, bring a guy back. So like, there's something to keep in mind. It could be relevant in the future where you want to sack your own Grey Merchant and then have a Relentless Dead die and get it back, something like that. But in this case, it doesn't matter. So, oh, he ripped it off the top. Oh my gosh, I was so busy trying to figure that I didn't even see. Wow, that is sick. Oh, that's so disgusting. Okay. That was so disgusting. I like the Grey Merchant. Man, that's a tilter right there. That is a tilter. I kind of like the Grey Merchant because it can. It's probably not though. Just too many 5 drops. I like the reach it provides. That game, he just rips that force off the top to kill us the turn before we kill him. GG. I'd like to play first this time around. I'd like to keep this hand very much so. Discard followed by Gatekeepers. Yes, please. Blossoming Defense out of here. Next one probably takes. He's got the Ink Moth. It's the biggest problem, but yeah, this is perfect. We'll let him. Next one we'll take another one of his spells. Probably his Dismember, depending on what he drew, of course. And then we will Gatekeeper his Spellskite away. Yep. As far as I'm concerned, you can have Spellskite. Well, and then we'll try to beat him down and hope that he doesn't top deck his way out of it with that Ink Moth he has that we have very few ways to deal with. All right. We are on the all lands plan. All right, well, we've stripped everything away from him. Problem is, all we have left to show for the 2/2s, and he has an Ink Moth. That could just kill us in a couple turns. All he has to do is basically draw like 2 pump spells off the top. What we really want is for him to mess around and play Blighted Agent, or even a Noble. Actually, Noble Hierarch is a pretty good one. We can kill it, but it represents a point of damage for him. We're going to draw more land. All right. 4 lands this game thus far, I believe. Alright, well. I guess we'll trade 2 for his 2, except his 2 is worth a lot more than ours. Okay, well, still not dead. Second Ink Moth, huh? Ooh. These games have been silly. Yeah. That's a card. I don't think I'm going to play it because he doesn't. I don't think I'm going to play it. He's drawn Noble Hierarch into Ink Moth, so we'll see. Yeah, there's no reason to play it there. Honestly, I don't even know if I should have played my land because it's conceivable if you played. Well, no, because if you played a creature out here that it would kill, then we wouldn't need that third mode. Oh, that can't be good. Alright. Not dead. He did draw it. Okay. Okay, well, here's what I believe to be the case. The revealed cards. I don't know exactly how to use this thing to figure this out, but I'm pretty sure he's got 2 lands in hand. Should have not played that land, and then I could. So I think I can just kill this and drain him. 11, 7, and then have 6. Obviously, be 1 short. I'm trying to figure out if. Well, I guess it's. This is everything we've seen. So we don't know of anything left in his hand. And I believe since the last time we saw his hand, he went Hierarch, Ink Moth, Blighted Agent. So I think he just has nothing. This is one of those things if I played in paper, I would be able to keep track of it much better than here. Alright, so we're going to kill his Blighted Agent, and we're going to drain him. The real problem here is that we don't actually have him dead next turn. You know, sure, it's great we put him to 7 here. I think the real thing that's gonna kill us is he's gonna get an extra draw because we can only put him to 1 on the following turn. Maybe I should have held this. Actually, if we're playing super tight, which I didn't do right now because I wanted to F6, which was a mistake, I wouldn't have done that. I would have attacked first, hoped he cracked. Well, he wouldn't have cracked in our in our attack anyways, but technically I gave away. He's gonna crack it now. He's going to do that work for us. So he actually is dead next turn. Unless we're dead. Any 1 4-mana pump does it, unless that 4-mana pump it. Yeah, he's got land, so. Any 1 pump does it. Maybe his plan's to hit us with this. Nope, okay, it's just to kill us, I guess. No, it's not. Okay. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna dismember and go to 1? He's gonna fetch a Dried Arbor. Yeah, that's a thing. It is a reasonable play that we cannot punish him for. Alright, down to 1. He can't afford to play around anything, so there's no reason for us to bluff anything. Should never bluff unless they can actually afford to play around your bluff. Not that I suspect this will be relevant either, but. Alright, well, any pump spell kills us if it's a 3rd Ink Moth. Now he can block, but we have. It's just whether or not he kills us. Here goes. Fingers crossed. Technically, we could track his draw steps. I don't know if I missed one in there or not. It was a Vines. And we died. Alright, good games. Yeah, again, very close. Alright, good match. In fact, it's a really good deck.